You think men are insecure for caring about a woman's body count. Why is that?
Absolutely, because why do you care? Why do you care how many bodies they have? That definitely comes from some insecurity. Like, why do you
So
care?
you're curious why, and because you're wondering why.
Yeah, it's like
that's your justification.
What's your reasoning? Like, if you care about a woman's body count, what reasoning from that? It only comes from a place of insecurity.
Only?
So
only?
I wouldn't say only, but
so
mostly.
if it's provable that women with a lower body count, with less sexual partners, proven to be better wives and be much less likely to divorce, would that be a good reason?
That would be a good reason. That would be a good reason. But is that proven? Is that statistics?
It is, yeah. There's done a lot of research into this. And also, would you say that somebody who has those sorts of boundaries is more secure or less secure?
Less secure. Less secure because a person's past doesn't really matter when it comes to what they are going to provide you. Was that a scream?
Yeah, that was her.
Oh, okay. All right.
So like, just to be clear, yeah, that was her screaming.
I'm sorry.
So like, you guys think that that's like normal, healthy behavior to just be screaming out in public? Anyways,
no comment.
Chat, did you guys hear that too?
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Can I explain why body count is...
Here, we'll come to you, but let's, Roxana, we'll go in order. You think men are insecure for caring about a woman's body count? Why is that?
Because it shouldn't matter if you really love that person.
Okay.
So...
Wait, well, we'll let everybody go. Okay, go ahead.
So when God created man and woman, he created us in different way. So man responsible for the quantity of the children in this world, and woman is responsible for the quality. So because of this, man would like to fuck everyone around because it's his God's desire, and woman should pick the best one to have the best genes for your baby. But if woman is not selective, if she fucking around, she cannot be the good woman. Okay? Thank you.
So wait, you're fine with men? Like you think it's cool if men care about a woman's body count?
I think everybody doing this, just somebody say,
Okay,
and somebody say bullshit
right.
just to get the girl.
That's fine. I think maybe you just circled it incorrectly then.
Yeah, because I asked her, what does it mean? She tell me, put the circle. Sorry, yes.
Okay, that's great. So you said if you love the person, then it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
But like,
matter.
so how long does it typically take to fall in love with somebody? A couple months, a year?
Oh, depends how often you see each other, of course. And then, I don't know. Like, I think it varies between each person, man and woman. For me personally, like maybe like a month, 2 months, maybe even 3 months before I fall in love.
Okay, so let's say you disclose your body count, or a guy knows your body count on the first or second date before he's fallen in love with you. What would be wrong with him disqualifying a woman on that basis? Because he's not in love with her, so he does care about it.
Well, if it's important to him, then that's his thing. Let him, worry about that.
So you're just saying, if it's gotten to the point where you love each other, then he wouldn't care about it.
He wouldn't care.
I mean, my position would just be, though, if he does care about it, he wouldn't let it get to that position.
That's right. If it's a pressing issue,
sure.
number one issue, and that's the first thing he's like, and that's all he cares about, well, he's probably going to have a hard time finding someone, A. And B, it's like he's not giving a chance to a woman that may be compatible in every other category that checks off the box for him.
Okay.
I feel like as a man, if you have a low body count and you want a woman that has a low body count, that's a preference. But if you have a high body count and you actually care, you could be curious and ask somebody your body count, but if you actually care, like, oh, you have too high a body count and you have a high body count, yeah, it's insecurity, it's judgment. That's how I feel. Like, you could be a preference, like, oh, I'm I'm in shape, so I want somebody to be in shape. Okay, that's a preference, but you can't be judgmental when you have a stick in your eye as well. Like,
But you just before said that you want somebody who earns more than you. Is that hypocritical?
I wouldn't say that though, because for me personally, I'm not looking for somebody to take care of me.
Yeah, but you said
either.
you want them to earn more than you. That would mean that they're financially superior to you. Would that be hypocritical because you don't earn as much as them?
I guess
And same with the height. You said you wanted someone who's taller than you. Would that make you a hypocrite?
that's not making me a hypocrite. That's just my preference.
Well, I think
That's
that I would agree with you that it doesn't make you a hypocrite. But I would also say for a guy who has a preference, despite even if he has a higher body count, it's just a preference. It would not necessarily an insecurity.
I guess you could say that. You could say that. I get it to you.
But I think what you were saying before about all the other things, it's actually not a bad point. Like I can understand that point of view in terms of that they might have all of these other things, but it just depends if the guy has a serious preference for like a low body count. But there are good women out there that have had a past and that have sort of come back around. That is possible, and they can if they are in that situation, then there are other things that they can obviously do. But if the guy has a real preference for it, then it's going to be hard to look past.
It's kind of silly to write off somebody just based on one issue.
Why?
Because they could have other qualities about them, or that might compensate.
I mean, sure, but I think women are pickier than men are, and you guys will disqualify men for all sorts of reasons, and many of these tend to be fairly superficial. I mean, I'm not saying the women here necessarily, but certain women won't date a guy because of his height, or maybe he's balding, or maybe there's some characteristic about him that, like, y'all disqualify a lot of men. Like, most of the men that hit on you, do you date all of them?
No.
Like, what percentage of men that shoot their shot do you, like, end up with?
I'm probably, like, not a good, like...
Have you been on a dating app?
No, never.
Have you, I mean, you can think back really at any point in your life. Maybe there were times where, I mean, it sounds like you got kids. Maybe you're really busy right now. Maybe you're not dating a whole bunch. But, like, maybe when you were younger, you're in college, and there was, like all the guys that were trying to get at you, you gave them all a chance?
No, I did not. No.
Why not?
Because I already knew right off the bat that we're not compatible.
Oh, but, like, why are you basing them just off of compatibility? Like, why not give them a chance?
Just by the way how they carry themselves, or how they would ask me out.
Like, what would be an example?
Or, I don't know, like if somebody was like in a nightclub and drinking and stuff, he's drinking. I don't. That's a turn off for me. I don't want to.
I mean, I personally don't like nightclubs. I'm not a drinker, but if he's you went out and, I mean, it's not weird.
I used to work in a nightclub, but yes. So.
But I mean, isn't that what people do at nightclubs though? They drink?
Yeah, this is true. Yes, but I mean,
okay, it was a
what
turn
I'm
off,
saying
sure.
is that.
But what if they have really good other characteristics to make up for it? Make up for their drinking?
Well, I mean, there's also chemistry, unspoken chemistry. That
what if
you just
what if that
know,
doesn't
like,
exist?
this is not going to.
What if you don't
out.
have that immediately?
Well, I mean, I shouldn't give a chance to every single guy who like gives me attention or says hi or like asks me out on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Time is valuable, so I have to weed out people, right? So when I was dating, way back when, I would just see first if we would be compatible just as friends. Try it out as friends, and if I like the person as a friend, maybe it can develop into something else.
But I mean, didn't you just say that you can't write off somebody off of just one thing? So, like, failure to get compatibility is just one thing.
No, see, the issue is that there's one issue of how many people did that person sleep with, or vice versa, the girl, right? Okay, so if you base on dating somebody just on that, you're really like shooting it in the dark,
Maybe
there
it's
are
not,
other qualities.
Yeah. It's not insecurity, but it might be unrealistic.
Yeah.
It might not be insecurity, but it's unrealistic to want somebody with a low body count if you don't have one.
I mean, we have a girl over here who took a wager that she's going to end up with a billionaire.
Yes.
I mean, me not wanting to date a promiscuous woman seems a lot more reasonable than her wanting to date a billionaire.
It's unrealistic though. If it depends on what
I don't think it's unrealistic.
Like, I just feel like as a woman, if you're broke and you're expecting a man, you want to date a man that's a billionaire, that's unrealistic. The same way if you have a high body count.
Do you think that it would be, if I was to say to you right now that I'll only date a girl who is a virgin, for example, do you think that it would be realistic for me to find somebody like that?
Absolutely. No.
If you go to like a third world country, maybe, or like another country.
It's unrealistic. Not saying it's not possible, but it's unrealistic.
Unrealistic would mean that unreal, so it's not going to happen.
Like, it's like not likely for you to like, or even expect that out of someone to be a virgin. I mean, you could look for that, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
How
expecting that.
about you guys? Do you think that would be unrealistic for me to expect that?
Are you a virgin?
It's not the question. The question is, do you think it would be unrealistic for me to expect that? Or for me to think that I could date somebody like that?
Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, I mean, it is a little unrealistic, I would say. You know,
do you
unless
think?
there's
I think
like,
so, especially since you're not a virgin.
yeah.
What's wrong with
No.
that?
Well, you're looking for something, but you don't meet that.
Yeah, so like you said before, you're looking for somebody who's taller than you. You said that. So you're looking for something that you don't meet.
I put some heels on and I do.
So you're looking for somebody who is naturally taller than you. So are you looking for somebody who's what you're not?
Okay, I didn't say that they had to be a lot taller than me.
But they're taller than you, right?
Okay.
So is that unrealistic for you to expect somebody who's 5'2" and above?
No, that's more likely than you to get a virgin.
Why?
Because in America, there aren't that many virgins. And on top of that, why would she be interested in you? If she's looking for someone with virtue, then why would she be looking for you?
Well, how do you know? What do you know about me?
Well, are you a virgin?
What does it matter?
Right.
Honestly, what do
That's
you
it,
do? You,
yeah.
Like,
That's
what are
the
we talking
point.
about then?
So do you think that body count is more important for women or men?
I think men make it more important for women to have a lower body count. Because
So-
that's not something that I ask men.
so-
What's your body count?
so you
That's
think it's
that's
more
a weird
important-
question.
They don't.
So you think it's more important for men then?
Yeah, I think you guys have,
Right.
hold that more important.
Okay, so do you think that a woman who is a virgin would be likely to go for a guy who has more experience? Or do you think that that's unrealistic?
I think it's more of a cultural thing. Most people that are waiting for marriage, they're also waiting for someone that's also waiting for marriage.
Not necessarily.
Or
Yeah.
a religious thing. It
Right.
could be a religious thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you now.
That's my opinion, so I don't know what you want me to do.
I've dated virgins before, and like they are out there. They do exist,
Yep.
and it's definitely not something that they'll write you off for if you're not a virgin yourself. Like a less experienced woman with an experienced man, that's no problem for them.
Yeah. I do need to let the chat come in here. Graffito, thank you, man.
Graffito donated $200. How would you feel if a guy was so rich by his mid-30s that he never had to work again, so he chooses to be on permanent vacation for the rest of his life, never returning to the workforce?
Before I have you guys answer this, Graffito, I know this came in about 15 minutes ago. I do apologize. There were some distractions. I had to get up from the table. People making noise in the hallway. I had to deal with it. So I do apologize. I missed it.
Just can I quickly
So-
put a bow on that as well?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I just find it really funny that something that's not unlikely or unrealistic whatsoever is finding a girl who is a virgin. I mean, there are quite a few virgins out there, and you guys will call it out and say it's unrealistic. But when these girls are saying that they want to date a billionaire, which is almost statistically impossible, no one says anything.
Yeah. And a little bit to their point, though, I mean, I think it is the case that there's like rampant promiscuity. So I don't think they're totally wrong. And so I think they're trying to almost argue sort of our own position that, oh, okay. I was like, the fuck? They're almost arguing our position, like women aren't traditional anymore, no virtue, no chastity, strumpets, 304s. They're not wrong in saying like it's way harder to find that today.
Yeah.
Like, because there's not a lot of, It's more likely though than some of the other scenarios we've heard about tonight, like being hot as fuck at 100 and like
but
that shit.
they're not wrong about that on that factor, that it's more difficult these days to find, but wrong in the sense that the women who are virgins are going to disqualify men who aren't virgins themselves.
Oh, Graffito, I promise we're going to get right into it, but I wanted to do something with the rating thing. So all of you, so wait, it was 9, 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? So just to be clear, and did y'all, I think they all rated you 9 and me 7, if I recall.
She gave me a 6, I think.
Six.
I gave you both 10s.
Yeah, so did I.
6, you gave me
She gave
six.
us both 10s.
6 and a 5, I think. That one.
Yeah.
I
So
said he was
just to be
8.
clear, I think almost all of you, I guess except for you and maybe you.
I said he
so
was
you
a
guys,
8.
so you're 9 and he's a 9. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Aren't you a 10?
no, she said 9.
9?
Yeah. So you like neither one of like you wouldn't be settling for him and he wouldn't be settling for you. Like it's that would be a fair like matchup. Okay, and then you gave yourself a 10. I think you gave me a
7 and 8, yes.
7 and a 9.
8.
8, yes.
Oh, 7 and 8.
Yes.
So in your view, let's get fix the split. In your view, like 7 and 6, or what was it?
7 and 8,
7, 8,
Yes.
10.
yes.
You would be settling if you were to date me or Jake.
Is said.
Settling. Do you know this word? Settling?
And say another
So
one.
so you would be settling for something that's below you. We're below your standards.
It's okay.
Settle. Huh?
It's okay. You mean, would I date somebody who is 7? Not a
Who's
10
like less
me?
attractive than you.
So
like
you're a
us.
10 and I'm a 8 and he's a 7. So if you were dating us, we would be looking up and saying, "Wow, we're dating a 10." Like it would be really good for us.
Yes, because women should inspire the men to be better. For this, God created us.
Period.
Why not?
Bro. So like you would be doing us a favor.
Not
if
like a
you
favor.
dated
With
us.
the right, wise woman, men always become rich and successful. With the stupid woman, he become poor and he feeling bad. This is true. You want or
It-
you
it
don't
is true.
want.
That
Wise
is-
woman
I
is
agree.
very important.
Very wise woman, very important.
Of course.
But looks wise, you would be doing us a
Look,
favor.
If you're a man, it's everybody, what you look in, you will find it. What you search, you will find. If you search that, or if you think that all women are stupid, then you will find a stupid woman. If you think opposite, that you deserve the best woman in the world, you will find her too. Everything is the
So
best
you
from your
think that
point
if
of view.
somebody was a 5'1" guy who was living in Uganda and working in a coal mine, if he thinks that he's going to marry a Victoria's Secret supermodel from Sweden, he will marry them?
Of course, there are many things like this happening in this world.
I wish I
Everything
was
can
this
happen.
confident.
Maybe he will find a
wish.
black oil tomorrow, or I don't know, or something else.
You-
Man,
you know
I
what,
believe in
Jake,
miracles, and
you
I
and me-
believe that everybody
Yeah.
could create his own life, whatever he wants, and nobody can stop you from at least dreaming and achieve your best.
Inspiration.
It would be
I'm
very,
inspired.
it would be very stupid to,
beautiful.
to desire the homeless or stupid man.
Yep.
Everybody desire to be the best one.
That's
Because
beautiful.
yes, because we need to have a progress in this life, not degradation, you know. So everybody deserve and want to have a better partners than you are, to grow together, to achieve the goals, to be the better.
You know what, Jake? If I got with like a Victoria's Secret model, she should feel I'm settling.
We're
for-
settling.
We are settling. We need to
If
aim
we
higher.
think that we're settling, if we think that we
We-
are above it, then we are, essentially.
You know what, Jake? I think that, if you find like a beautiful, like 21-year-old virgin who's like a 10 out of 10, just whatever your exact type is, I do think you would be kind of settling for that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why stop there? Just maybe like a harem, because you deserve it. You're a king,
yeah.
and if she won't, find someone who will.
And I'm thinking about it hard enough that it will happen. 10 of them.
Boo.
Okay. Oh wait, Rebel. Wait, 8, You gave me 6. You gave him what?
No, I gave you 7.
Oh, 7.
And then I gave him 8
What,
because he
Callie?
said
What? 10? Was it 7, 9?
No, I rated you guys 10s.
Oh, she did. I thought she.
I sure
Yeah, she
did.
did.
I did.
Really? Okay. Okay. What did you say?
I repeated what y'all said, so 5 and 6.
So like if you and me, if we dated,
It'd be a serious downgrade.
you would be settling.
I would never date you, and I don't want to settle.
No, I know. Like that's fine. I'm not offended at all. But you would be settling. Like if you and me were dating, you would be like settling 5 points. Like you're at a 10, I'm down here at a 5. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I would be settling
She
if
would be
that were the
settling.
case, but I would never settle. No.
She wouldn't settle. She would not settle. Now, I want to ask the chat, or what about Jake? Would you be settling for Jake too? Looks.
Unfortunately, yes.
She would be
Unfortunately, I
settling
would.
for, okay, that's cool.
But I would
Period.
not.
That's great. Now, chat. I want the chat to weigh in here. It seems like all these women, except for her and her who gave the troll 10 answers, they think that they would be settling for me, for Jake. Do you think that's the case, chat? Do you think they would be settling for us? Or would we be
I am not a
settling
troll.
for them? You heard it from her first. Definitely a troll would never say they're not a troll, of course. Trolls are always honest and they admit up front when they are trolling. But there's the chat. Okay, let me let this one come through again. Graffito, I do apologize.
Graffito tagged donated $200. How would you feel if a guy
gotta
was
move
so
the
rich
mic
by
back
his
where it is.
mid-30s that he never had
you
to
move it
work
back?
again, so he chooses to be on permanent vacation for the rest of his life, never returning to the workforce?
Yo, Tag, thank you again. Sorry for the delay on this. Go ahead if you want to answer it.
Who cares? You do you, boo.
Right.
Who cares?
Okay,
if
he's
you rich.
35, rich, never wants to work again. Cool with it? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Are you able to scoot your mic a little more that way and scoot it to the edge of the table? I need you to center up your mic so it's kind of like center with you. What about you?
He's living his life. Why would I care?
Okay.
Yeah, take me on vacation. Let's go.
Congratulations.
What question was that?
Genuinely, congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Jason Castle donated $200. Just because you are all 304s doesn't mean all women are 304s. Brian has a much higher chance of getting a virgin than you delusional women getting a billionaire.
I am not a 304.
Oh, we were talking about body count, so I guess it, just show of hands. Who here thinks body count matters?
Body count matters.
To some degree.
Like,
Yeah. Let's go around the table.
Like
What-
that.
whatever. It
Like
doesn't-
that girl who smashed 100 men in a day. Like, no. Like,
No.
nah, that matters. Like, it matters how old you is. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Because, like, I'm body positive, but I'm not smashing the girl that smashed 100 men in a day. I'm not doing
Okay.
that. So it matters on some level, yeah.
Sure. Oh, Wrath, by the way, I apologize. For some reason, my Streamlabs isn't showing this. You gifted, I believe, 20 subs about 20 minutes ago, but for some reason it bugged out. But Wrath, PSA, thank you for the gifted subs on Twitch. So going around the table, what's everybody's body count? Starting with
Wait, whoa.
Rebel.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Let me,
Rebel.
let me think about it. Go ahead, you first. Let me think about it. What's your body count? Where y'all go
Me?
first?
Oh my god.
Why does it matter? That's how you
I
responded.
gotta add it up.
Well, for me, it's at least. Wait, body count, is that like babies
How many
coming out of you?
No, body count is
Size 3 babies.
Body count is how many men you've had carnal knowledge with. That's the
I
first
can't
carnal
answer
knowledge
that.
of
We
2025.
doing men and women? We doing everybody, men and women?
Break it down. Break it down.
Okay, go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
You got a list? Who has a list? I'm not gonna ask to see it, but just who has a list in their phone
I don't know.
of the bodies?
What's that?
Anybody? Okay, all right. Body count?
No, I can't say. Jeez.
But I thought it's wrong for like men to care about body count, and they're insecure if they do care about it. So like body count shouldn't
it's
matter.
still
None of your
doesn't
business.
matter. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to
Mm.
say. Like man or woman, it doesn't matter.
Are you insecure about it?
That part.
I'm not. No.
Oh, then I mean, if you're not insecure about it, then shouldn't you just be okay revealing it? I don't know.
Well, no, that's private. That's my private like.
Sure, you don't have to. You don't have to reveal. That's fine. Do you want to? How about instead of an actual number, do you want to do a range?
A range.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We'd like to offer up a range.
Okay, less than 10.
Okay. What about you?
Less than 5.
Less than 5? You can give us the actual number. You can give a range, but actual number is preferable.
No.
Range.
Under 10.
Okay.
I would disclose this information to a significant other, probably not to y'all, just on the internet. Thanks.
Range.
No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care. I think I 4 guys and like 3 girls.
Oh, I mean, you were
Yeah.
like, hold on, let me fucking.
No, because I have to
count this
remember.
shit.
I have
gotta
to make
fucking
sure,
count.
like,
We're
what
gonna do
really
the
counts.
math.
Like, is fooling around. Like,
it's
are we
7?
counting penetration?
You got to count
only?
for 7?
I did have to count because you won't be remembering all the
Multiply
time.
by 3, and that's the real number.
For all of you. All right. Hold on. We got this.
Graffito tagged donated $200.